Good afternoon. Well, it's my afternoon. It's my lunchtime. In my car. Yeah, I take my lunch in my car all the time. It's the best place to take videos, though, because you don't have people looking at you weird like she's talking into her phone. Anyways, so today is Tuesday, and that means Testimony Tuesday. I want to share a little bit about my testimony. And this is on unforgiveness. There are a lot of times in our life when we're looking for opportunities, when we're looking for doors to be open, we're waiting for things to happen in our life, and it's just not moving quick enough. I want you to think about this. Do you have some unforgiveness? Yeah, unforgiveness. Some type of sin, disobedience in some area. We all have it. Yes, even me. My testimony today is about how I wanted to progress in my career. I felt like I had been in my position so long, and I knew all the ins and outs of everything that had to do with this position. And I was ready to lead. I was ready to be a supervisor. I was ready to manage people. I love helping people, as you can tell. Help them grow. I love writing processes. All that good stuff. And there was two positions. The one position was in the commercial department as a supervisor, and the other position was a technical customer service supervisor on tech support or something to that effect. Anyways, I was like the top candidate for these positions in both situations, and I wasn't selected. So I was like, really, Lord? I just don't understand why I didn't get it. I felt like I was better than the other two candidates. Of course, we all feel that way, Hey, you feel that way, okay? You are good. You are great. But seriously, I was angry, and I wasn't content in my position. I just felt like I was stagnant, just there. And I didn't want to go to work. I just this position. And my supervisor wasn't all that. I loved him to death, but it just, I don't know. I didn't have respect for authority, and I felt like I knew it all. I felt like I was the best. And, I was holding so much, just anger all the time about everything. And I was sitting there, I was like, Lord, I had applied for number three, the third supervisor position. And I didn't hear anything back. I remember sitting at my desk, and it was just so just like it was like a bowling ball getting thrown at you and hit you in the gut. It was like the Lord said, I'm not going to move you from where you're at until you're happy and you respect authority and you forgive, and I'm just not going to move you. And I sat there and I was like, what? I was like, Lord, what do you mean you're not going to move me? No. You don't respect authority. You challenge everything. And you're toxic. Because I was so, I don't know the word. I was so just blah. I was just there. I did my job. Oh my God, you know, I'm OCD, so I did my job, and to the best of my ability, which was always, you know, me and Kira, we kind of were like neck and neck, you know, my scores and her scores and Jason's scores, we were all like right there. Ignacio, he was up there too. But I remember the Lord, I mean, it just hit me like a bowling ball. You're not going to be moved until you're happy in where you're at and you respect authority. And I immediately turned around to my supervisor. I went to his desk and I sat down and I told him, I am so sorry for the stress that I caused you, or, you know, and I told him straight out, the Lord told me that I don't respect authority, and I apologize, and I told him from going forward, you will not have any issues out of me whatsoever. And it wasn't really issues. It was just more of, I challenged everything. You know, if I didn't feel it was right, you know, I'm like, that ain't right. You know, this is the way you do it. That attitude, I mean, it's good to know your job and do it to the best of your ability. But when you have that I'm better than you attitude, or you just gotta respect authority, period. That's what the Lord was teaching me. So I apologized, and I was like, you know, I won't cause you any issues. You know, everything that I've said in the past, please forgive me. And he was like, okay, yeah. And I kind of shared with him that, you know, I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to get out of this position. I'm trying to lead, and I can't. I gotta change some ways here, and I understand that. I went to my desk. Are you listening? I went to my desk, and it had already been like 3, maybe 6 months that I had applied for this supervisor position and didn't hear anything. So I figured, you know, oh well, whatever. I went to my desk, sat down, logged in, and I got an email right then and there from HR asking me if I was still interested in the supervisor position. And if so, she wanted to schedule an interview. I was like, Jesus, thank you. Wow. I mean, just like that. I mean, when I finally got it, that, oh my God, I need to let this attitude go. I need to let this unforgiveness go. I need to let this disobedience and non-respect for authority and all of that crap, I need to let it go. I got the interview. It was a great interview, and I got the position. And from there, it was just nonstop. Are you expecting something and you're not seeing it? Doors to open, want to cut a move or something and it's not happening? Think about the unforgiveness that you have. Think about any disobedience you have. Maybe you're not respecting authority in the position that you're in. Think about that. Think about cleaning it up inside. Because he can't move you. He can't move a toxic person into a new position, because then you'll be toxic to that position, and yeah, no, it won't work. It won't work. So forgive. Forgiveness is the key to that door that needs to be open. Let it go. All right, well, that's my Testimony Tuesday. And have a great Tuesday. Peace.